What's up, guys? I'm ayokay, and this is the We Come Alive tour. We are in Chicago, Illinois right now. This is halfway point in my tour, and this is my van right here. We haven't named it, but it would have a really good name if I did. We're outside of Lincoln Hall, and this is an almost sold out show tonight. Maybe it will by doors. I'm super psyched to be here. So we have two drivers, the tour manager, Brian Buckley, and then we've got this kid, Anthony, who does merch as well. We've nicknamed him Tony Pajamas, and his name actually kind of morphs each day. We add a little bit on. But so it's Tony and it's Brian Buckley, and the two of them shift, which is pretty awful for them. They drive through the night a lot while we're sleeping and watching Netflix in the back. Feeling kind of badly for them. But yeah, they alternate, and every time we fill up gas, they switch. And they listen to a lot of really terrible music. Buckley's gonna see this and hate me, but he puts on like really intense screamo punk music that we all hate and are afraid to tell him. And he won't see this air until after the tour, so we'll be good. He goes back into like the catalogs. He's been touring for like way too long, so he knows all of these bands like personally. I'm trying to think of who some of them are. We rolled up today listening to Avril Lavigne, which is not bad, but very random. But yeah, it's like a ton of screamo bands that I've never heard of. So every once in a while when I grab the aux cord, because I'm a professional, you know, I kill the game, and everybody's like vibing. But we also have been listening to, oddly, a lot of dubstep on this tour. My Tech X is like a connoisseur of it for some reason. So when we really want to womp out, we jam to that. But that's mostly what happens up here. In the front bit, what some of these people, we've got some weed from Colorado. Yeah, we have a Juul, and sometimes in here there's a Juul charger plugged in. We have a half-eaten some sort of gross bar because Anthony is vegan, and I try to convince him not to be every single day. Does not work. We've got cold brew. We're big coffee drinkers, and we stop at Starbucks legit every day. I start every single day with a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from Starbucks and an everything bagel with cream cheese from Starbucks, and a large cold brew, you know, because we're basic. I think this water jug is probably because somebody's drinking water. I don't know who other than gym rats drink out of this. I'm gonna probably give this one to Anthony because he's just weird. Let's see, what else we got? We've got this. This doesn't work. We have no power in our car. I think we blew a fuse day one because I was making two fiery beats in the back on my computer. I think that's probably what happened. So we have no power, so nobody really works. Honestly, we just talk a lot. we kind of all realized by the time we got to the last destination, we were like, fuck, we've been talking for like 12 hours and nobody's done any work. So we're kind of best friends. We're also kind of getting sick of each other probably all at the same time, but we do a lot of talking. So that's kind of this. What else we got? We've got gaff tape. This is necessary, especially pink. And then we got Perrier. We have a lot of sparkling water drinkers on this tour. I don't do that. I think it's kind of psychopathic, but some other people are into that. What else we got? I feel like Tony's gonna be pissed and going through his shit. I don't know what this is all about, honestly. These are gross shoes and socks. This seems like a Buckley thing, right?
Probably.
Let's wrap this back up and be done with that. Okay, and then we've got Wendy's with still a chicken tender in there. We've been eating way too much Taco Bell. Yesterday we started the day with Chick-fil-A, and then we moved up to Taco Bell for dinner. And I have IBS, that's way too much information, but I've just been ruined this entire trip, so that's sweet. Whew. So this is my seat. It's the captain's chair right here. I honestly don't think I chose correctly when choosing this, but I'm stuck here now. This is Ben.
What's up, guys?
Say hi, Ben. Ben's 21, and he's my photographer, and he didn't go to college, so I like to say that that he's rushing ayokay, and that I'm making him pledge every single day. So we get him to do all sorts of fun stuff. So this is Ben, you know.
We play Risk on our phones a lot, so I have got a lot of W's here.
No, he hasn't. We found this like online version of Risk that like, it's the nerdiest thing that we ever do, but it kills an hour quickly. So we play a lot of that. I think.
And I've won a couple.
He's won a couple.
He's been on a run though, so he's like high ego. Right
I am high ego. And Risk assigns you names. So mine's Carter Neptune 23. Your Beowulf Thrace 23. Yeah. Our driver Buckley is Easter Smiling 10, I think. X is what are you?
the Wise.
Williams the Wise, and then the opener is Gabe Ripley 23. So that's kind of, and we have a Parker Cerveza. So we call each other that by our risk names sometimes too, our alter egos. But yeah, I mean, Ben should be working, honestly, during most of the time, but we don't have the laptop charger, so instead he just finds excuses to be annoying and hang out instead, so.
He really loves me, though, so.
I do, unfortunately, love him way too much. So that's Ben, and it's kind of, this is our kind of clump that we usually have going on right here.
We named him Keith yesterday.
It's Keith.
Keith Arpile.
It's always got different stuff going on. This is, oh my God, we got laced up by this company, Dutch Bros. That's this coffee company in the Pacific Northwest, and they gave us so much clothing, which was amazing, and it's the dopest shit. But we have we already all came with suitcases full of clothing, and we each got like 2 bags worth of clothes. This is from Dutch Bros. This is the opener's merch.
You're going through all
Yeah. This is my management company's hoodie merch. We just bought pillows for ourselves, which was a huge come up. My one true love, tequila.
How most of our days go by.
Yeah. And then we got another piece of merch from Dutch Bros. Got a jacket that I wear when it's cold. Bose headphones. These are to tune out the metal music. And we got...
I don't listen to that much metal music. Calling me out. Come on, bro.
Yeah, he does. And then we got PBR. And that's pretty much all that we got in the middle here.
Yeah.
We got bourbon here. So at each venue we have some sort of alcohol on the rider. So at the end we never finish it. So we just bring it in here. So honestly, around the van we probably have 20 loose bottles of mostly tequila and an occasional bit of bourbon. Here are some socks that I bought from a gas station in Arizona, and it matches.
Nice.
It matches.
The boy.
It matches his shirt.
Also a gas station purchase.
Yeah, we've gotten laced up at a lot of gas stations along the way. So we have X, my tech, who's usually here. He does everything. He's a human Swiss Army knife. He chills here, and then usually the opener wingtip sits here. Although he's been flying between a lot of the cities where we all do all of it. He's such a diva. I love him to death. But when we go the long trips, like the 10 hours in the car, he'll book a flight and he'll just meet us in the next city. So he's kind of doing the bougie travel thing. So this seat is usually empty, to be quite honest with you. When he is here, he's actually a great value add, but he's never here. So this is X. This is Nick. Here we have... We have more whiskey. Keeping it real. I think this is somebody's bag. So this is, doesn't really have a name, to be honest with you. This is from my album artwork. He was kind of the front and center of my album artwork for the tour that I'm currently on. So we had a costume designer make, there are 4 total of these monsters. This is one of them. His name is actually Kid, but we brought this costume along with us. we brought this costume along with us, and he's been coming out to start and end all of the shows. So usually we just have this thing jammed back over here, which is kind of bizarre. And if anybody's driving past, they're like, "What the fuck is this thing?" He's kind of slowly starting to fall apart a little bit, but he's holding up because he's a good boy. Good boy, aren't you? Aren't you, buddy? Ah. So that's and underneath it, well, no, I won't reveal. And yeah, and this is where we keep all of our shit. Here's more of the monster. Again, a bit of him is falling apart, which is really, really sad. But we'll get him fixed. And yeah, we keep all of our bags back here. And then here, obviously we have 2 more tequila bottles, just in case we thought we'd run out. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Yeah, and that's probably it for here. We have one more thing in the back. We've gotten on a spree of buying remote control helicopters at all the Targets and Walmarts that we pass. So we've been dropping $30 to $40 at pretty much every Walmart. We have these little nano drones that we fly around and battle. This was actually probably one of the worst ones that we bought. There's another one somewhere in here, and we all have each 2 nano drones.
I just bought a new one.
Yeah, so this is the new one that Ben just got. This is the Sky Viper. This is high quality stuff right here.
We have to leave a review on those.
Yeah,
they're literally mint. For $20, you can't spend your money anywhere better.
Plug for Sky Viper.
Please sponsor us.
All right. Oh yeah, let me get that back. You don't want to lose that, bro.
Thanks, bro.
All right. Okay, so I would highlight this real fast. So this is Tony Pajamas Mark. This is Anthony, my driver, who we nicknamed Tony Pajamas. The van is filthy right now, so it's good to see some artwork in the back of it. All right, so this is the back. I honestly still don't know what this is. I think it's oil. Bog fog. Oh, this is for the fog machine that we actually brought that doesn't work, which is sick. And then we have more of the suit, this furry guy, and then we have one more drone. This is the Sky Viper's big brother. Keeping it real. We should keep track that we have this, by the way. And then we have, oh, they just fell out, but we've got more beer, just in case. And then we have more Dutch Bros merch. Again, this is a backpack from Dutch Bros. We have like 5 of these. I don't know what this came from, but it's somewhere on the monster costume. And that's pretty much the back of the car. So the tour manager and then my Axe, the tech, are the ones that unload this bad boy every day. In this we carry all of the production and the merch, mostly the production. I have an amazing lighting rig that I brought on this tour, and we spent so much time programming the lights. So it's like these 2 huge trusses that go around me, and then there's like a bunch of floor lights that go behind the band. So we have a drummer, so the drum set goes in here, the 2 towers, these huge pillars, I think they're like 6 feet tall and they're like big. Those go in here, and then all the different lights, cords, cables, everything. And how each day starts is we get to the venue, and then X and Buckley, mostly in any stagehands the venue has, unloads this while I go and get some food, because you know I'm the talent. No, just kidding. And then they unload this, and then once they have it all set up, we do a sound check, and then the show gets going. Yeah, you guys should obviously listen to my music because I'm great. My Instagram is at ayokay, AYOKAY. And I'm gonna be probably going on tour again in spring, so you gotta come see the show because we kill it. And yeah, my music, my album We Come Alive just came out. It's coming out in 2 parts. Side A released I think 2 months ago, right before the tour, and then right before this fall tour, and then in spring we'll release Side B and then do some sort of tour on that. So check it out because it's great.